Japan is not collapsing, but something far more important is happening. Japan is running out of workers. Not slowly, not temporarily, but structurally. For decades, Japan has been one of the most advanced economies in the world, a global leader in manufacturing, robotics, and technological innovation. But beneath that success, a silent shift has been unfolding. Fewer children are being born, more people are retiring, and the workforce is shrinking. According to data from the World Bank, Japan has one of the oldest populations in the world, with a median age of over 48 years. Its fertility rate has remained far below the replacement level of 2.1 for decades. This means each generation is smaller than the one before it. And when that happens, the labor force begins to decline. But this is not just about population. This is about systems. Because every modern economy is built on three fundamental pillars: labor, capital, and productivity. When labor begins to shrink, the entire system is forced to adapt. And that is exactly what Japan is experiencing. Fewer workers means fewer people producing goods and services. It means fewer taxpayers supporting the economy. And it means more retirees depending on a shrinking workforce. This creates a structural imbalance, and that imbalance forces change. Now here's where things become critical, because when labor becomes scarce, two things happen. First, the value of skilled labor increases. Second, systems begin to evolve to replace or supplement human work. Japan has already responded in two major ways: automation and efficiency. Japan is one of the most automated economies in the world. Factories increasingly rely on robotics. Retail stores use self-checkout systems. Service industries integrate automation to maintain output. But even with advanced automation, there is a limit. Some work cannot be replaced easily, and this creates pressure. Pressure that extends beyond national borders. Because when local labor is not enough, companies look globally. This is where Japan's internal problem becomes a global signal. Companies begin to access talent from outside their country. They begin to hire remotely. They begin to build distributed teams. And this connects directly to what we are seeing today: the rise of global talent access, the rise of remote work, and the rise of income without geographic limitation. According to insights from the World Economic Forum, aging populations and labor shortages will significantly reshape global employment patterns over the next decade. At the same time, research from McKinsey & Company suggests that a significant portion of work can already be performed remotely using existing technology. This is not a future scenario. It is already happening, and Japan is simply ahead of the curve. Now let's bring this back to you, because understanding this shift is not enough. You need to position yourself within it. The opportunity created by this shift is global, but access to it is not automatic. It requires deliberate execution. Let's break that down. Step 1 is skill positioning. You need a skill that is globally transferable, not locally relevant, globally relevant. Skills in technology, digital marketing, design, data analysis, automation, and consulting are examples. These are skills that solve problems for businesses anywhere in the world. Step 2 is proof of capability. In a global market, your resume is not enough. You need evidence, projects, case studies, demonstrations of your ability. Your work becomes your identity. Step 3 is access to global markets. You need platforms that connect you to international demand. Platforms like Upwork allow professionals to work with clients globally. Professional networks like LinkedIn help you position yourself for global opportunities. These platforms are not just tools. They are gateways into the global economy. Step 4 is digital collaboration. Working globally requires operating within distributed systems. Communication tools like Slack and workflow platforms like Notion allow teams to function across borders and time zones. This is the infrastructure of the new workforce. Now let's go deeper. because this shift is not slowing down. It is accelerating. Countries like Japan are only the beginning. Many developed economies are facing similar demographic trends: declining birth rates, aging populations, shrinking labor forces. This means the demand for talent will continue to rise, but supply will not keep up locally. So what happens next? Global competition for talent increases. Remote work becomes more normalized. Digital platforms become more important, and individuals who understand these systems gain an advantage. At the same time, automation will continue replacing repetitive tasks. This creates a divide. Those who rely on static skills may struggle. Those who adapt and build leverage will benefit. And this is where the real opportunity lies. Because for the first time in history, individuals are not strictly limited by their local economy. You can live in one country and earn from another. You can access stronger currencies. You can participate in global markets. This is not just a shift in employment. It is a shift in economic structure. Japan is not just a case study. It is a signal that the global economy is moving toward a system where labor is distributed, work is digital, and income is increasingly detached from location. Now here is the strategic takeaway. If you want to benefit from this shift, you need to focus on 3 things. First, build a globally relevant skill. Second, create proof of work that demonstrates your capability. Third, position yourself where global demand exists. Because the future of work is not about where you are. It is about what you can do and where that value is needed. Japan is simply showing us what happens when the old system begins to break. And those who understand the new system early will be the ones who benefit the most. If you want to understand how to actually earn in this new global system, watch the next video on how people are earning in dollars without leaving their country. Follow NextGen Wealth Insights and stay ahead. We build systems here.